Welcome to the Teaching with Primary Sources Coaches Academy at Governor State University. I am Dr. Lucy Brown, Director of the Teaching with Primary Sources here at Governor State. TPS is funded from the Library of Congress for the purpose of providing teachers with the plethora of primary sources to use in their lessons throughout the United States. The Teaching with Primary Sources program has designed and developed a number of professional development levels for teachers to participate in. The Coaches Academy is the highest level of training the teachers can receive. When they receive this training, they go into the schools and they support their teachers in the districts in a mentoring or coaching manner. There are 4 modules in the Coaches Academy: TPS program itself, adult learning, presentation and facilitation skills, and coaching techniques.
www.loc.gov. So let's go ahead and get to the website. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you around the home page. So is everybody there? All right, great. All right, on the home page over here, you can see that there's a revolving carousel, and you can keep up with what is going on at the library with the revolving carousel. For example, on the next one, it's going to show us that the National Book Fair is going to be happening on August 30th. All right, down here you can see that you can find some more information about the library. You can find frequently asked questions, the history of the library, and you can get support from the library.
Okay, please join us at Teaching with Primary Sources at Governor State University website. It's found on TPS-GSU This is our Governor State University Teaching with Primary Source website, and on here you will find our special events, like you can register for our fall 2014 graduate course. You can see our TPS-GSU Gazette, which if you click down here you can register, and you can have our lesson plans. It has different tips on there. You can go up here and find our upcoming events. We have Twitter, which you can follow us on TPS-GSU. We have Facebook, and we also have a newsletter. Under here, you can look at the different workshops that we offer. We have the Primary Source Level 1. We have Level 2. We have ARIS on mobile devices, digital storytelling using Common Core standards. And then we have our graduate course, EDU 7212, and our Coaches Academy. And then coming soon, we are going to have some online training.
When we think of Common Core, this is one of the activities that I think of, especially the citing and textual evidence, like I had to do yesterday when we were doing the inquiry list. We had to cite the evidence, what is the evidence? Well, today we're going to do a close read of Gettysburg Address. And with Common Core, the first read, what do they say the first read should be? Does anybody know? How many of you have learned about it? Portion of your lessons, you can follow a structured lesson format. Whereas in the introduction section, you indicate what the lesson's purpose is, the lesson's benefits, why it's important to learn, how this information relates to past knowledge and skills, as well as the objectives of the lesson and how you will follow the outline to meet those objectives.
As coaches, your job is to get your audience involved, and thinking about presentations in general, that's this section of the training, and we have some top 10 tips to help you, just things to think about, not that it's like a checklist or anything, but you just want to be prepared. So before your presentation starts, who's your audience? Who are you targeting the information to? So as coaches, is your group other teachers? Is it a group of administrators who maybe want to know should they start this program in their school? Or are they students who you've been asked to make a presentation to? So
So each group would have a little different content of what you're going for. And engage your students, right? Use something, little buzzers, ask them little questions, have them roll a dice to see who's going to go first. Lots of little tricks, which they might seem cheesy, but you know what? When you're sitting in a room all day, it's nice to have a little break.
The very first year I taught this, to give you an example of an idea for a project, I had a Spanish teacher from Wilmington, and she was struggling because, a high school teacher, and she said they're thrown in there and they don't want to be in there and they have to take Spanish. At that time it was not, in the forefront. And she decided to create her lesson in Spanish, and she did it about sports and baseball, as far as the multicultural baseball players who were made to look like they were Caucasians in many of the photos when they were Hispanic origin. So from that, she used it in her classroom. It was wonderful.
Lucy has involved teachers that are in the classroom doing what you are doing, what you are going to do.
Thank you for watching our TPS Coaches video. If you have any questions, you can ask one of the TPS facilitators.